Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back, number 15.
Podcast number 15. I don't know why we say it every time. I guess just in case you think you're listening to the wrong podcast.
We are almost
no, this is 15.
quarter to 60.
Almost, yeah, we are recording.
We are a quarter to 60. Fuck, I fucked it up.
Fucked it up again, dude.
Fucked it up again.
So we got one newcomer today, Mr. Jayden Naylor, my little brother.
Yeah.
All around badass. And we got a what's it called?
Return, yes.
A new never mind.
Return.
We got Ashley.
We got
You have me!
We have Ashley Taylor, the magnificent.
I am back.
Yeah, this is we'll just call this as of right now the high energy podcast.
High energy.
Yeah.
All the energy in the room is high.
Besides one nigga.
Yeah.
So that's one thing.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, everybody's allegedly sober. I'm really sober.
So how much longer do you have to be really sober?
I got a little bit over 3 months still.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I can put my papers in, and then should be getting off shortly after that, be like July.
Have you noticed anything like weird after being sober for so long?
No, not really.
Dreams? What about the dreams?
Dreams are shitty.
Dreams are shitty.
It's like I remember everything from dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
From stop smoking weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much stopped doing everything besides maybe a little bit of LSD and some mushrooms, shit like that, because I didn't show up on the drug test.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because I have awesome ass dreams, and then I wake up, I'm like, damn, that was fucking shitty. I wish I was still in the dream. And then I'll have shitty dreams, and then I'll be like, damn, that was really shitty. I don't. Either
way, you wake up and it's shitty.
Either way, it's like, damn, I didn't want to remember anything that I was just sleeping.
Do you feel like you got a good night's sleep when you have those intense dreams, or like, do you feel like it's more like you're kind of like restless?
It's probably about the same.
About the same.
Yeah, I wouldn't think anything's too crazy about it. I definitely like sleeping more when I'm all high.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Go smoother.
Just zonk the fuck out.
Yeah.
I can sleep on a dime anyways, so.
Yeah.
See, I don't have that, dude. Takes me a minute to fall asleep. Always has. Especially on hours that you're not supposed to be sleeping, really. Like the hours that your body's not used to be sleeping. It's hard for me to do it for some reason, and it's just the thoughts. I don't know what it is. It's just the thoughts. And then I start thinking like, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to fall asleep, and then that multiplies and multiplies and multiplies, and then eventually I just end up laying there, you know.
Yeah, I have some pretty bad insomnia. Like, I don't know why.
Really?
Like, I will lay there and my body will be exhausted, but my mind will not shut off. It's like it won't conk out.
So the exact opposite.
Yeah.
I can literally sleep.
Have you ever tried anything to like help with that?
Weed is the only thing that really knocks me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Like every time does it work? Just like
Yeah, like if I don't smoke it, I'll like stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning and then go to work at 9.
What about alcohol?
Alcohol, I don't really drink anymore, but like when I did,
like to
it
do
kind of made me, I didn't really have good sleep. I didn't have.
Yeah, I feel like it's low quality sleep, at least in my opinion.
It's like a sleeping pill type of sleep, you know? It's not natural sleep.
Yeah.
It's like
and who knows what weed really does. I feel like it doesn't negatively affect my sleep very much, just based on what I feel. But who knows what's actually going on if you fall asleep stoned all night, you know? Maybe your brain doesn't like it so much. Who knows? Or maybe it loves it.
Oh, dude, my brain loves that shit. I can tell you that right now.
But then why do we have the intense dreams that come back when we stop smoking weed, you know? It's almost like
because that chemical you're talking about on the
anandamide,
it's almost like the weed like covers the drug up a little bit so that it's kind of like faded out. And then when you're sober, that drug's just the only thing there, so you remember everything.
Yeah, or maybe like you're just so fucking high while you're asleep, and your dreams are just so fucking dope that you just can't remember them. They're just too dope.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, they like don't exist in this thoughts. They don't
my
make
dreams
sense.
are so dope that I don't.
Dude, you know what? That's not the worst theory. That's not the worst theory.
I heard somewhere that you actually do dream, you just don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
what if you're just like super high during all the dreams and like you get sober? towards the end of it, you know, and then you wake up sober, and it's like, I can't remember because I'm not high.
Oh, because it was a transition.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I can see that.
There's a lot of interesting things.
So maybe if you woke up,
this
smoked a
one
bowl real
idea.
quick, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think, oh, so that's it.
I was fighting the
Or
dragon.
what if you wake up a couple hours before, smoke a bowl, and then go back to bed? I've never tried that before. Has anyone ever done that? Wake up just specifically to smoke and go back to bed?
Yeah, at 420.
Oh,
Yeah, 420.
I've done that before on 420.
Every 420.
Yeah, like I used to be. I
Straight
did
up.
it specifically because I was at work at 420 all the time. So I was like, well, how am I supposed to ever smoke at 420? I just get an alarm, wake up, and smoke.
Yeah. I've never done anything special on 420 except for last year. I think
You guys come over to my house?
Yeah, we came over, but all I did was eat an edible that
Really?
day. That's how I celebrated. I decided to stop smoking, and I just ate an edible that day.
I remember
it
getting
went well.
so fucking baked that day. Dude.
Yeah.
So high.
I remember watching you guys, and at work too. You guys were getting as stoned as you possibly could.
Oh
at
yeah,
work.
me and
There was no holding back.
Yeah, me and Homeboy were fucking got super high.
Yeah, it was like just more.
Like dab,
the whole
dab,
10-minute
dabs.
break was like boom, 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 dab, dab.
That shit's coming up though. It's like
Yeah,
20 days away.
yeah.
Oh, it's
we're
on
having-
Thursday too.
We're having a 420 cast.
Oh yeah, 420
420
cast.
cast.
Right, everyone's got to bring some weed or something.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
Edible
That's
testing.
mandatory.
Yeah, you're
Not
just
stoned.
Yeah,
Just
Oh, we
super
haven't
sound,
ever
yeah.
smoked a blunt while we're like podcasting.
that's true. All right,
Do
so
we have
bring
some joint
blunts.
papers right now? I'll roll a joint.
I
right
like
now.
blunts.
Definitely
so
have
much better.
joint papers downstairs.
We need dab, blunt,
I'll bring like
and
2 or 3
bowls,
blunts.
at least.
Roll the dab on the blunt.
Joints. Yeah, we need variety, dude, and let's get some edibles too. Maybe I'll get CJ over here and make some of this into edibles.
I can bring the fucking email over so it won't be like with a torch.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. This is allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly, we're getting fucking
Allegedly,
baked.
we're
Yeah.
getting fucking roasted.
If you're like a weed connoisseur, dude, hit us up and come join the 420 cast.
the 420.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it should
How
be
many
our
people can we fit in
second
this room?
party cast.
How many people could we fit in this room?
A party cast.
The 420
I
party
would,
what we
cast.
could
if
do?
8 people, I feel like would be a fucking.
We could have like a big 420 session, you know, just like everybody chilling, and then we could just keep inviting
all the
people in.
homies.
Just be like, all right, now it's your turn to fucking come on, have a little smoke sesh, and then just have
Yeah,
everybody
that's a
come
good
on.
just
idea.
keep swapping out all the homies. Yeah, get
Yeah.
everyone in on a little 420 smoke sesh, dude.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
All
That's a
right,
good idea.
that's it, dude. Are we gonna forget that? Do we need to write it down?
No,
Oh, we got it right here.
Dude, I forgot you guys are here. You guys, my listeners. Yeah.
No, we're just talking to the microphone for fun. I do forget about the listeners sometimes. Sorry, but I forget all about y'all niggas. Just some bullshit.
Just planning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been. Oh well, the day before 420 is actually Bicycle Day, and that is when Albert Hoffman invented LSD.
Dude,
And so we should get weird that day.
That's an important
dude,
day.
let's do
I can
it.
join that day for
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do that too. Okay,
for
yeah.
Bicycle
Maybe
Day.
we could do a
cast.
trip report after.
Yeah.
A trip report later that day podcast.
Once
We could
we're
do
like-
2 podcasts in a row.
once
dude,
we're on the
19 out of
downslope.
20.
You guys
Yeah.
haven't done like a trip.
Not
podcasting?
during, no. We've done like some trip reports.
I've done I've eaten a microdose before the podcast.
Yeah, just not too much. Just
Yeah,
take it easy.
just like a quarter of a tab. And it was nice.
That'd be crazy to take like 4 tabs and.
What would come out, dude?
Like everyone would be
Dude.
quiet almost,
Yeah.
for like a minute. You know?
Yeah, who knows?
Oh fuck! we're still talking.
If
Yeah,
you
they
could
would have
just
to be-
put a microphone in my brain, and
Yeah, and
just
just
like,
project.
it would just be too. You could just fuck it all up though. It just wouldn't work.
You'd have to be on something to even comprehend it. But if you were on something and it was, if you could somehow send that brainwave directly to somebody else who's tripping, dude, I feel like that would be such a connection somehow. Even if you could just project it on a screen.
Dude,
You
the
know,
other
like-
day, this may sound weird, but the other day, I was listening to this guy's podcast, Corey Allan. I think his podcast is called like the Astral Hustle or some shit.
Mhm.
Pretty dope name. he
Astral
scored with
Hustle.
That. He scored with that name.
Hustling the stuff.
Not as good as
Well,
us, but
I was like, he was saying how like back in like. He's like really experienced with meditation and like all kinds of shit.
yeah.
He was saying like he used to just like focus on like taking a big old breath and like drawing in a bunch of energy and like creating like an energy ball, like and then just like kind of blasting it towards somebody, and just watching them, and they would react. Always,
really?
Always.
See,
just like look up or just like.
I could see that. I could definitely see something like that happening, but for me to fully like believe it, I feel like it would just have to be like something you experienced.
Well, no, and that's the thing. I tried it on the bus.
Really? I
was sitting on the bus yesterday on my way back from work, or a couple days ago, I think it was. And I see this dude on the bus who just got he's getting off work or something, just in like a suit and just chilling. I'm like, I'm just gonna like try and do it. And that's the thing, I was like, I gotta fucking do it to where I'm not being like, oh, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
You know?
Like don't get ego.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and that's I think that's what's fucking hard about it.
Yeah.
I think it's totally possible. And the nigga totally like he was on his phone and then he just looked up. And I was like, I don't know if it was a coincidence. Maybe it was. It could have been, but.
I tried a couple times.
Yeah, I gotta, yeah, exactly.
And who knows, because even if you try it a couple times, it probably won't work sometimes, and probably will work sometimes. So
yeah,
like,
well,
in a sense, like, you'll kind of never really know, like, unless somehow...
Like, what's your intention behind it, you know? That's the main thing, I think, anyway. Is
you know, I definitely have thought things like that, too.
Yeah.
Like, even, like, when you, like, let's say you've held on to a lot of tension with something with someone in your mind, and like you finally let it go, and it's just in your own mind. I feel like somehow it's almost benefiting that person still. Like you're like freeing up some like negativity that you've been sending their way. Like, and I have no idea if that shit's real, but you know, I feel that way sometimes. Like just feel good just from eliminating my own negativity about the situation.
It sucks to have bad feelings about somebody, and I was just thinking this fucking today. Like, my buddy I work with, he plays the Beatles a lot. And when I was a kid, I fucking hated the Beatles. Just because my dad hated the Beatles, and I was like, those stupid hippie motherfuckers, you know?
It's that dad mentality.
Yeah, and
I've been noticing that in myself.
Yeah, and I was just like, yeah, these motherfuckers are gay, you know? And then, this nigga I work with, he was showing me some of their albums that they got like super weird and like
started getting LSD and psychedelics.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh my god, I fucking like dig, like this shit is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
And like, it's just releasing that beef, you know, just being open to something.
Yeah, it's like, you release it, and you almost always benefit from it. I felt that from doing gloves too, light showing. It was like I had a thing kind of against it, and then I did it, and it was just like, fell in love with it.
Yeah, well, me too, dude. I thought that glow sticking or any of spinning, that, like spinning, any of those like light, like rave things. I thought techno music was the gayest thing in the world. And then I actually saw you DJing. Well, like one of my first times watching like anybody DJ live, and I was like, damn, this like actually takes some work. And then you guys were doing light shows. I was like, this is dope. I don't know if I could do it because
I think I remember that
it's
night.
A little bit like
showing you, and you were kind of like, you were a little standoffish about it, kind of like. Yeah, but you were like chill about it. You're like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I was like, this is cool. Like, it takes some talent, but I was like, it's not my thing.
Yeah.
And then after I was like, well, maybe it is my thing.
Yeah, like why not?
Now it's like, okay, this is dope.
Yeah.
I feel like from an outside perspective, it feels like super pointless because you're just doing something to, like, you're not gonna go anywhere with it. Somebody who's never done anything like that, but like once
you're not gonna make money off it,
you just feel so like awesome. You just create
it's
new
communication.
Stuff all the time.
It's like a language.
It's like learning somebody's experience.
For me, it's a form of dance. Like I love dance. Even though I'm like horrible at it, like I still like love to dance.
Yeah, it's an excuse to dance. It's a form
of expression.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's definitely when I started liking dancing, is when I started light showing, for sure. And especially the more like robotic, just jumpy style of it, because I just started, you tie it in with the gloves, and then like later on you go to like a club or something. You know, where do I dance? I've never really been to a club. Well, a couple clubs.
We've been to clubs.
Yeah, and I don't want to I don't want to start light showing with no gloves at the club just because that's how I know how to dance. But you like tone it down a little bit.
And you start like getting weird with your arms.
And you just like kind of just tone it down a little bit and just like have it flow through your whole body instead of just through your hands. You know, the whole light showing thing applies to just standard dance. And now I have kind of my own style. I feel like, which is weird because growing up, I remember Jayden and me always had a thing where we was like, no, Naylors can't dance. I remember we would always say that. I don't know any Naylors that could dance. And I remember feeling super awkward about dancing growing up. So I was just like, it's just one of those things that just Naylors can't dance, dude.
Just gotta break the barriers a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
And Get Freaky. I was
rave.
Yeah.
If you didn't know.
Get Freaky the show. I was there and I was allegedly pretty fucked up. And I was walking around outside and like I was like watching somebody play with poi or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my god, that's so crazy. Because, you know, it's like they're going to the music and stuff, you know, it's just like flying around and everything. And then I was like dancing while I was like watching them, you know. And then I was like, oh my god, I was like, humans are just like little flow toys for the earth, you know. Like the earth made us, and now it's just like making us move with this music and stuff. And like,
giving you that flow, because you gotta have that flow, dude.
Well, have you ever heard of cymatics?
What's that?
If you play vibration through like, let's say like on like a speaker on like a flat, like a speaker that's on like a flat tile and there's like a bunch of sand on it.
Oh.
And you play a vibration through it, it'll make perfect geometric patterns.
Yeah, it'll form patterns. Yeah, I've seen that.
And through water and all kinds of shit, and it's just making beautiful patterns. And I don't know, basically all we are is a bunch of vibrations being played through matter, making beautiful patterns.
Yeah, that's interesting. So how would you say that applies to the sand? Because the interesting thing about
do you
think
that sand is
together.
Do you think it's while the vibrations are being played through it? Like, let's say our body is a grain of sand, and the vibrations are being played through it. And as soon as the vibrations stop being played through it, the vibration's still going on, but it's just not going through the sand anymore. So maybe like when we fucking die or whatever, the vibration's still going on. It's just not playing the specific vibration through this matter.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like some people see our brains as like receivers of in like a satellite instead of
receivers and filters.
Yeah, receivers and filters and whatever. But like,
well, what about this? How about this? Because when you talk about how the sand groups together with certain frequencies going through it, what if that kind of happens to us with like certain frequencies, and then we all kind of group together with certain people?
Yeah, well, exactly.
You know, it's like a
law of attraction.
Yeah, law of attraction and path of least resistance, kind of.
Yeah,
so, you know, it's like it's falling into the groove of that.
Dude. Cymatics are trippy.
But then, what causes that frequency? Because that's kind of like
your thoughts and
just like
the
general thought of the whole
actions and the whole.
What causes your thoughts, intentions, and actions?
Is it how you were raised, or is it how you're destined to be?
Combination.
I think
both.
probably. Yeah, I think probably. Yeah, that's a good point.
It's definitely your DNA is in there.
Yeah.
And then how you were raised is in there. And then
like your
this
morals.
is where everyone, you know, has up for debate is what type of spirit type thing is also in there making decisions.
Fate or destiny.
Like is there, because if you think about it, if there's DNA that we're bound by, and then there's how you're raised that we're bound by, well, it's like what is in our control then?
Equivalent exchange.
What does that mean?
Like what you give, like what you sow, you reap. So like whatever you put out there, you get back.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Karma.
Karma's an interesting thing.
Karma is interesting as fuck. But it's like it's so true though.
In a strange way, yeah. In a strange way.
So true.
It's weird how it happens like all of a sudden, or it takes so long
Yeah.
for it to
Yeah,
actually
that's
catch
the
up to
thing.
you.
You never know.
It builds up on you.
You could never keep track of it all. You could never
Yeah.
add it all up and be like,
Okay,
oh, all my
I did
karma's
that.
good now.
I
Yeah.
beat this
Yeah.
person today, put that on my mark list. I'm getting that later.
Yeah,
Right?
And there's
Have a big karma worksheet.
the crazy thing is there's
Karma
good karma
worksheet.
too, you know? And so there's like
In your Excel, you got a karma spreadsheet. What were you saying?
oh I fucking worried.
Oh, fuck. I had to say it. It's too funny, but God damn it. Lost it. About karma.
Oh, there's good karma too.
Yeah.
There's good karma too. So
Yeah, and
like,
they're kind of working against each other.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
and that's why it's like kind of like however whatever you act and do, you know, like that's gonna be coming back around, you know, and it's
Yeah.
karma. So like if you're being a good person and like thinking, you know, just doing good things,
Yeah.
then good things can come back to you, you know.
But the question is like, what does it come down to? Because what do you do as a person? Like how you act and how you are and how you look and everything that you feel is determined by a couple things, you know, like your DNA, which you didn't necessarily, as far as we know, get to choose, and how you were raised, which is also not what you chose, you know. Is there like a third thing? That's because if it's only those two things that is affecting this karma, then it's almost like it's not really our fault if we're like a little shit, you know?
Yeah.
And so, in a weird sense, it's not really our fault that we were a little shit the whole time.
Until you get to the point where you can start like actually using your brain, you know, and you're getting more conscious, you know, once you get like around, I don't know, around 10 or something.
8 according to the LDS Church.
8. And so it's like once you get to that age and you can actually think for yourself, you know, and think about your own situations that you're in and everything, then it's more like, you know, then that's when kind of karma comes in place, you know?
Yeah, so you say you kind of become responsible.
Exactly. Once you can
responsible
start like actually thinking, you kind of
Acknowledging
get
it.
responsible for
Yeah.
all your actions.
Dude, I was thinking of this weird fucking analogy earlier, just while I was driving with my homie from work and just having a weird conversation. And we were talking about karma, and I was kind of thinking, I was like, because you know how when you like, alright, let's say you have a Subaru, you'll probably, like when you're driving around, you'll probably notice a lot more Subarus. Just because, just because
Oh
you
yeah.
will notice that more.
I've been
Notice a lot
noticing
more
more.
motorcycles.
Yeah, I've been noticing more Subarus just driving by me auto
Yeah.
now because I'm looking for people
Yeah.
that like
Yeah,
I know kind
and
of want to
maybe,
race.
Yeah.
and
I race you
maybe
guys.
though, like it's the same thing with your actions or whatever. Since you're doing a bunch of good actions, you're gonna notice the good actions.
Oh, I see.
Like, I don't know.
Like I've been wanting to buy a Jeep so bad, and like I probably have it in like a month and a half or something, and I've just noticed like, I'm like
So many
damn,
Jeeps.
Yeah, that was so. I just can't wait for it, and there's
Yeah.
Jeeps everywhere.
And that
now.
could tie back into the law of attraction, or what you were saying about how the vibrations group together. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's because my mind is always on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
always
But,
working
like-
towards this goal of getting it, and I'm
Yeah.
always like,
Yeah.
that's my vision.
See, that's
Uh-huh.
kind
It's
of
like
like
every time I see it, it's like, bam, there it is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my dream right there.
gives you a
Yeah.
spark of motivation to
Yeah.
go actually do it. You
Yeah,
know, it's that like
exactly.
natural motivation though. You're just like, you're busting ass at work, and that's what you think about.
Yeah.
That's probably what like gets you excited at work. Kind of, you're like, this money is going towards my Jeep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's the law of attraction kind of happening because it's your thoughts, but you're enjoying your thoughts, so you're acting on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions about the law of attraction.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Oh,
Just because
yeah.
people think if you think something, then you're gonna get it, but the action's
Yeah.
half of it. But
Here's
It's
what I
good.
have to say about it. I thought about this the other day. This is the best way I have to explain about what I don't agree with the law of attraction is any point in trying to manipulate it is a waste of time. That's my opinion on it. Any point to try and manipulate it
Oh,
and
I
put
see
it
what
in
you're
your
saying.
own favor is basically a
Yeah.
wasted your time. Even though you can do that, you can spend your time attracting in things that you don't need necessarily because you think you want them, which is essentially what we're doing all the time. We're attracting in all these things that, you know, we believe will make us happy, and they do make us happy, you know. But
For a second.
In a sense, yeah.
yeah, But also, there's like you have to have your core happiness already solved. Like anything you do out there is not gonna fix.
Yeah,
it's not gonna fix the unhappiness if you haven't found it. You know.
The best thing to do, I think, and it's hard sometimes, is just to try to find joy in the journey. You know, instead of the destination, because there's no destination.
Yeah, no matter what point you get to, it's all irrelevant. You know, it's just another reference point, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like, cause for my car, I paid $4,000 for it, and it's like so fucking dope. But to some people, it would be like that would be like such a gay car. You know, they can spend like $20,000 on a new convertible. That would be pretty dope. But it's like, how much really doper is that? Honestly, you know, it's. See, I don't know exactly where I was going with that. I'm not trying to say my car's like super dope.
Have you seen the fucking my motor, bitch? It's way dope. I don't know. Somebody.
No, I'm just saying that, like, even just like it's almost, even though that's such a lower thing and it saved me so much more money, it's almost like it's the same level of happiness just from that one thing, you know. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Well, it's like I don't know. Let's with any goal, you know. Are you more happy when you get it, or is it just like what's next? Yeah, but then it's like what's next?
That's true. Most of the time, yeah. Unless you kind of like your energy just kind of runs out for that thing, you know, and then it usually picks up into another thing. At least that's how it is for me.
Yeah.
Constantly running out of energy for certain things that I love. And then gaining new energy for certain things, and then running out of that, and then going back to certain things, and just kind of. I'm usually switching a lot. I don't know if that's the best way to do it if you're really trying to master something.
Yeah, I do that a lot, but recently I've been trying not to do that, at least with one thing, and that's just like fire spinning, just because because I feel like
you're trying to stay consistent.
Like exactly. I'm trying to stay consistent, and I feel like there's points where you get to that resistance, and it's like if you make it past that resistance, there's like a breakthrough, you know, of like just
pot of gold.
Yeah. And it's just a matter of toughing it out. Sometimes.
That's true. A lot of it is.
And it's if you exactly.
I feel like that same way with gloving. Like I felt like I kind of plateaued out.
Yeah.
But it's like you just gotta keep practicing and just trying to figure out new things you can possibly do.
Yeah.
And then when you just practice that, it's like I feel like I kind of broke through a little bit to get to a new level and experience just a whole bunch of new things I can do.
Yeah, because once you learn one new technique, it always ties in. That's what I find interesting, is how it ties into everything. You know. And
you could just tweak something a little bit, it'll look completely different.
Yeah.
And it could be tied into life so like the same way, because like I don't know, maybe there's different levels. Like, you ever just have a fucking epiphany and just be like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Like, I didn't know that. And it's just like, this would be way better now.
Yeah. And then sometimes you just fucking end up ignoring them after a while, like. Well, I don't know, it depends. There has been some that I have, like, there's been some moments where I, like, felt like I really discovered something, and then a day or two goes by and I'm just like, nah, I don't need to do that or something, you know, like, and I don't know if it's just me being lazy, or if it's just like, maybe I had some false motivation for it.
Maybe it's that resistance again, where you need to push through it.
That's most likely what it is.
Yeah.
I get a lot of resistance too, like especially with skateboarding or guitar or drawing. I don't like how something turns out, and so I'm like, well, I don't want to do it again because I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just need a break to come back and do it again. Because, like, when you're frustrated, you're not going to do it because you're just mad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like with, I don't know, even like skateboarding, like, if you're trying a trick and you've been trying it for all day and you're pissed, you're not going to land it until you fucking chill.
That's why I hate when skateboarders try a trick and just throw their skateboard on the ground, like, what are you doing? What's the point?
But sometimes it's like, I've been trying this all, like I thought I was gonna land it, and then it's like, fuck this.
And the crazy thing is I feel like when you get to those situations, it's like while you keep like thinking about it so much and like focusing on it so much and getting pissed and like, you know, just it's like it's not gone, and then the second that you're like that you kind of just like are like fuck it, you know, fuck it, I'll try one more time, but fuck it. and then like and then that's when
you're all loose. Yeah, you're all loose.
As soon as you let the energy go.
Yeah, as soon as you.
Yeah, this is what happened the other day. This is fucking crazy, but me and Alex were doing my fucking taxes, and we're doing them. Well, I couldn't find my W-2s actually for one of my jobs. I was looking all over for them, all over. I checked in the folder that I put it in, couldn't fucking find it. And I was just looking everywhere. I was getting fucking pissed, like furious. So I was like, I want to do my fucking taxes. I want to get my cash, you know? And I was getting pissed. And Alex was just looking at me like, chill the fuck out, nigga. And then I was just getting super frustrated, wouldn't chill out, especially because Alex was
good.
Yeah, well, it does feel good. And I could tell Alex is like, was thinking, he's like, you're not gonna find it.
Nigga, you already know.
And I was like, I'm gonna prove you wrong, dog. I'm gonna find it.
Stand find it.
Yeah. And I kept looking, and I didn't fucking find it. And I was like, you know, fuck this. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna check the folder one more time. I checked the folder. It was in the fucking folder.
Oh my god.
It was just like it was folded in half and hidden under the
all
little
of your
pocket.
anger was completely wasted because it was exactly where it was supposed to be.
I don't know.
No, I mean like
Maybe some extra dimensional being was like feeding off my anger feeling.
Yeah, and he loved it. Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah.
But I mean, from a logical perspective, and any additional anger you would have.
I know it's logical.
Well,
I'm talking about extra dimensional
any
beings.
additional anger you would have thrown at that would have just been a waste of time, and perhaps you wouldn't have even gone back to look at it. You might have gotten so angry, so involved in the anger that you may have not even gone to look at the envelope for a couple of days or something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And dude, the fucked up thing is last year at Allan this festival, my sister was doing the same thing that I was doing. She lost like a bottle or something, or she lost a key to the box that the bottle was in, and then she was getting pissed, and I was telling her, I was like, you're not gonna find it until you chill, because I was like woke as fuck then.
Yeah.
Like fuck, just in one of those mind states where I'm like.
Did you recently trip?
I was tripping.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you were like,
I was
seeing it happen.
I was like, I feel like kind of a dick now just because this is just being fucking Gucci about it. But I was like, Michelle, like you're not gonna find it. Like you can't find
Actually,
it.
not with you saying that, dude.
And well, I was just telling her, I was like, you can't find it till you chill. And she was looking at me. I think she wasn't tripping, but she was looking at me. She was like, "What the fuck is this nigga like?" She was like, "I need my fucking bottle."
Anything
and
to
she
do
was
with why is that?
yeah, and she's just like, "What the? My bottle is in the box, and I didn't find the key." And
break the box open.
Well, it was like one of those boxes on the back of a truck. Those tool
the
boxes,
bed.
and
yeah,
but then she chilled out and she found it, but I feel like a dick because I was just been like.
So I wonder
Can't
what would have
find it.
happened if instead of coming into that situation that way, you would have came in and said, "Yeah, she could probably still find it, even if she's angry."
Yeah.
You would have been like, "Yeah, you could probably, even though you're angry, you could probably still find it if you just keep searching and searching." I wonder if that energy of it would have
and the
changed.
funny thing
This is all such
she found
hypothetical.
She found it
hypothetical
once she
shit
was
at this
like, because my buddy Kyle was like, asking her, she's like, "So what do you want to do? What do you like? What's your point when you find it? Like, what do you want to do?"
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "I'll fucking drink that shit," you know. And then eventually she was just chilling. She's like, "Fuck, I just want to find the bottle so I could like give people some shots and shit."
Oh.
And then she found it after that shit, dude. It's a mind trip, dude.
That's weird when shit works out just like so like easy to see, you know. Well,
Yeah.
not easy, but you saw it. Like,
Yeah, well, it's like that one time when we tripped out in Daybreak a while ago, and I fucking went to the. Alex was talking about how he wants to quit cigarettes really bad, but he doesn't know like if he wants to do it for sure. And then we were in the garage, and I went to the fucking bathroom, and I was looking through all the doors, and I like in the back of my mind I knew where the bathroom was, but I needed a piece of it. I couldn't even think of where the bathroom was. And I looked through like all the doors, and I was like, "Where the fuck is the bathroom?" And I totally knew where it was.
oh,
And,
the doors.
Then I walk in the bathroom and take a piss. I finally found it, and then I fucking come outside, and Alex was still talking about like how he didn't know for sure if he wanted to quit like cigarettes, but like he feels like he needs to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But and I was like, I didn't know. Let's see how I could even like word this, but like I knew when I was going to the bathroom, I fucking like somewhere deep down I knew where the fuck I was going, but I was just like
kept opening
the wrong fucking door, and I was telling Alex, I was like, dude, like you know you want to quit cigarettes, but you keep like looking for a reason to not quit cigarettes.
Keep opening
those wrong doors. And that's just one of those weird synchronistic fucking things.
I heard you say that later on, and I feel like I got it like immediately.
Yeah, it was fucking weird though. Fucking honestly, like, it was the weirdest thing and one of the most amazing things. Albert Hoffman, dude, that nigga has changed the world.
Yeah.
Permanently. With music that people have made because of LSD, like, the world is fucking changed because of that guy. And many other people before him that probably changed his perspective on things, you know.
And however mushrooms came onto this planet, and DMT, because those are straight from Mother Nature, like, can't even give the credit to that to a person.
Well,
but the fact that a person made something
Mother Nature, we are Mother Nature.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
So,
that's
like,
true. Yeah, essentially, yeah. Yeah, that's true. But I do find it interesting that something that a person made is in, like, the same level of, like, knowledge, and I wouldn't even know what to say, but, like, awareness, the type of awareness that you get from taking it, as those chemicals that are purely made from Mother Nature, you know, as such as psilocybin and DMT.
Yeah,
You know,
I think
it does surprise me that it
behind
does.
who's making it, you know, look behind the intention of who's making it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think that we're chopping down the fucking rainforest, destroying it, and one of the fucking things that is trying to awaken people and like show people that we're destroying the world comes straight from the rainforest, and it's ayahuasca. Well, and that's weird. That's a weird coincidence. Like, like the world's fighting back. You know? It's trying to
like a living
let people
consciousness, like a living thing.
Yeah.
And somehow when you ingest it, it interacts with your
You
consciousness.
take in the spirit of whatever it is, the plant, and like. And
It's mind-boggling that this
create
shit
something.
actually exists. These magic potions and shit that can like make you so heightened in certain ways, your senses, your awareness, and your ability to understand things, and the depth to things, to be so enhanced. It's honestly blows my mind that these things even exist.
When you're on psychedelics,
it's
you're
magic.
not thinking about it so much.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as you start thinking about it so much, you don't understand.
Yeah.
You trip yourself
Trying to
up. You're like,
calculate it.
My-
you're like, oh,
Definitely
and as
guilty
soon as
of
you
that.
put words on something, it's like,
Yeah, then it's not real at that point. You know, it's like it's not even. It's restricted a little bit because words are finite. You know. But
what if like we're having a conversation, but we are both having a completely different conversation because your words mean completely different.
Yep.
And we're having a just opposite conversation.
Well, that's how it is in ASL. There's a bunch of different signing styles, and even going to Copper Hills, there was 2 different ASL teachers, and they had 2 different signing styles. So even
ASL's
then,
American Sign Language?
yeah, American Sign Language.
they should be pretty consistent.
It's pretty consistent, but like it's very consistent, but it's like having a different accent.
Yeah, I see
yeah.
that.
So, like for me, I started taking Spanish class when I was in 7th grade or 8th grade, and when I was in 8th grade, that's when my dad started dating this girl that was from Mexico, which is his wife right now. And so she spoke Spanish that was like from Mexico, you know. And when I learned Spanish in school, it was from somebody that learned it in the Dominican Republic. And so I learned it like that, and I would practice with my stepmom, and she would always like correct me on certain words. Like she would say, "No, you don't say that word. Like that is
like,
not."
well, what do I say?
She's like, "That's a motherfucker word." She's like, "You say this word." And so like, and sometimes I'd go to class and say the other word, and the teacher would be like, "Oh, okay."
Dude, my buddy Manny.
Yeah, and then the second year I took Spanish, it was from some girl that learned Spanish in Spain.
Yeah,
and they had different
like more
stuff
proper
too. Yeah,
more
and so
proper.
it's like I kind of learned like 3 different like versions of Spanish, and they're like they're all very similar, but there's differences.
There's
you know?
variances.
But it's Spanish though.
Yeah, my buddy Manny, like he's Honduran and he speaks that kind of Spanish, you know. And every time, like, he can't stand the Mexican version of Spanish because there's so much like slang, and it's he says it's kind of like the dirty version of Spanish.
Yeah.
But should we take a break? Make sure we're recording.
Yeah, sure. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Cause I'm like, fuck, I don't want to lose this one.
Alright, we're back. Successful break.
Yep.
Supported.
Yeah. What were we talking about before? I don't even remember.
Accents.
Accents.
Oh, so I had this friend too.
Yeah.
I had this friend that he was going to college, and he was majoring in like something with languages or cultures or something. And so he took this one class, and it's like about like how like there's Americans and there's English, you know, but like depending upon where in America you are, it's gonna be a different kind of version. Or
Oh yeah, like
slang
Southern
or-
America, Southern accent
And there's
versus
gonna be
Utah versus
accents.
New
They're gonna
York
say
or
different
Chicago.
words, and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And it's all just because like their culture and like who they're around and like all that kind of stuff.
Like Utahns say slough class and other people say skip class. Like,
Yeah, slough's like a
slough is a weird word, yeah.
Play hook or
Play
something?
hooky, yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard that.
Play hooky.
Yeah.
What? I never heard that.
That's like, I feel like that's older. I feel like that's something my
Yeah,
mom
that sounds
would
like
say.
an old person.
Yeah,
term.
we used to play hooky from class.
Let's order some hookies.
In class.
Like it's like saying the cat's pajamas.
Cat's
And the
pajamas,
bee's knees.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Just like how cool wasn't like it didn't mean like that's awesome, like it didn't mean cool like that
Really?
until like
cool,
until
like,
like the late
chilling.
90s, like early 2000s.
Was that like jazz singers and shit?
I could see it.
Like black jazz musicians that started bringing that in?
I don't know.
Very cool.
I don't know. I just remember it's a recent one.
Gay used to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah, at some point. But I don't know. I feel like if a lot of people, like, I don't know, maybe some of the people that listen to the fucking podcast, they'll listen to, like, I don't know, some of the words I say or some of the words fucking. We get weird on here sometimes, you know? So they're probably like, what?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers speak in a weird way.
For me, get gay, like I used to, it all depends on, if I take offense to the word gay, it all depends on your intention behind it. Like if you
Yeah.
say,
That's with everything.
Yeah.
yeah, with everything, like if you say like, that's so gay, just cause like it's
Yeah,
something's
like-
lame, I'm like, okay,
Dude, I
fine.
hear you say faggot more than
Yeah.
like I'm like, oh, all right, we're that comfortable. All right, I'll start saying faggot all the
I
time.
don't, like it's just like I don't know, I don't care. Like
Yeah.
it just like if you're joking about it, fine.
Yeah.
I just don't censor myself. If I'm around, like, I have black friends, and I'll be like, yo, what up, nigga? Just because
Yeah.
they're my niggas.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, let's break that shit. Let's
Yeah.
break
I
that
don't care,
fucking
it's a word.
stereotype.
It's
yeah.
a word. It's like
There's
that's
no
like-
reason for them to hold on to it.
They're not being like, you stupid. I don't know
Yeah,
if I should say it on the podcast.
Yeah, so you get
Yeah.
Don't hard R
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Because
Don't hard
people,
R, yeah.
because people are fucking too. I'll hard R off the podcast, just fucking around. But people are watch. They're like, "Oh, you do it. We're gonna fucking get you."
Now they're like, nah, I'm gonna stop listening. Now he's a pussy. He won't even say.
now
He
he's-
won't even say the N word.
Fuck these
I thought these guys were real.
Make me want to say it now.
especially that Mike one.
Say
Jeez.
it for sure.
No
Mike was
balls.
the realest.
There you say it, Alex. Say it.
Nancy.
Nancy.
Ooh.
Say the N word.
When I was a little kid, I used to I used to like see the vinegar bottle and be like, oh, if you just took the V and the I off that shit,
Niger. That's
Yeah.
like Niger.
yeah, but like, I was just
I was just
weird things when you're a little kid. I was a weirdo.
Alright, so what word would you say is worse? The C word or the N word?
Then
That's,
To a girl?
to a girl. I don't know.
Or to a black guy? Is that what you're saying?
I think
yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah,
depends on the context.
If I'm calling
Overall,
you a nigga, then-
overall,
I say the N word.
I
the N
love
word's worse.
I love words with a lot of energy behind it. And I feel like cunt just is like it's
Yeah.
like you fucking
Yeah.
cunt.
If
Well,
you
the
say
thing is,
cunt, you, it's
it just doesn't
weird.
roll off.
Cannot roll off the tongue. Every time you say it, you
No,
have to
that's the point.
physically say
Yeah.
it. Like,
It
Yeah.
sounds like it should be a German
Cunt.
word.
Yeah.
Sounds like it
Yeah.
should be like some German
like
word.
yeah, or like halfway through a word and you just stop.
There's a lot of those words though. A lot of like fuck, dude. That's like the best word ever.
Fuck is like my favorite
fuck
fucking
flows
word.
pretty good. Cunt though. Cunt
No, dude.
not
Fuck and
flow.
cunt are like go perfect together.
Oh, okay. Fucking going into cunt. That flows.
Yeah.
I like to fuck
Flows
cunts.
into it and then
Fucking cunt. You can make a whole beat out of that. You know?
you can't say cunt something else though. Cunt's
No.
the last word and it kind of
Yeah,
You
and
know,
it
in
says,
the
fuck,
UK,
cunt sucker.
last thing.
In the
Cunt
UK,
sucker, yeah.
cunt's like just a regular
kitty.
word. They're like,
Cunt
oh, what up, you bunch of cunts? How you doing?
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah, see.
They don't care in the
You
UK.
gotta get casual with it, like cunts.
Yeah.
Oh no, like
I always
They
say
don't
with so
cunt.
much effort. Every time for me, it's like cunts.
Cunt.
No.
I just need
Really?
to say it casually. That's it.
Yeah.
Start using more of it.
What do you
yeah, I had people like I work with my work is global now, and we have people in the UK, and they came into Salt Lake for a second, and they are definitely more ignorant over there. Like people
with
like
certain words.
Yeah.
just with in general.
Really?
They're just definitely just
Or maybe
more,
they're less ignorant
See?
because of that.
Yeah, like they don't care.
Well,
they just
okay.
let things go.
Really?
Like whatever comes to their mind, just
Like you're talking about customers that call you, or
well, like,
employees that
just
you
in
work
general, like interacting with you.
Yeah.
They just
Oh wait,
they just
they're your
don't care.
coworkers, you said, or
yeah, my coworkers.
Oh, and
Like they'll ask you personal questions, like
Oh,
yeah, like hella personal questions. They're like what the manager like sat me down in like the office, and he's like, "So, are you gay?" I'm like,
I think
yeah.
maybe that is,
Wow.
at least I just had a thought, maybe the reason that they're so much more open and like more, not more, maybe they're more, I've met a lot of cool English people, but maybe the reason behind that, like you were just saying, is because it's such a small town, well, it's a small like area,
yeah.
like
everybody
the
knows
UK
everybody.
is like just as big as some of the states out here, and so it's like maybe you want to get more friendly with those people because you're gonna be with them for longer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a whole different type of
And
communication.
we're less
system, you know?
since there's so many people here. It's like fuck you, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Fuck
definitely
like small towns, like
Yeah, small
everybody
towns
knows
are so
everybody, and you know gets
Yeah.
along and stuff is on name basis. But you're in a
yeah.
big city, you're like walk by someone,
You
you're
never
like,
see
fuck,
that guy
never see
again.
person
Yeah.
again.
Like your next door
Suck
neighbor,
dick,
you don't
yeah.
even know their name or anything.
Yeah. I honestly barely know any of my neighbors, and
Yeah,
sometimes I do
me
feel like it's
neither.
kind
I
of
couldn't tell
weird.
you any of their names.
When I was a kid, dude, I knew all my neighbors.
Yep, same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
Same.
I knew everybody
I
on
was
my
a
whole
Mormon.
street.
Oh, they
build
were
that-
Mormon.
Mormons build that like
Oh,
community
yeah.
relationship.
If you're in the church, dude,
Help
you
them.
automatically.
Oh yeah, see, I
know.
grew up Mormon and like I
you
knew
got
everyone,
homies for
everyone.
days. Yeah.
And,
And
that
my whole
kinda
neighborhood, I
hindered
knew
you.
everybody.
Yeah. It could hinder you though, because like
Yeah.
fucking everybody knows everybody. So like,
Oh,
even
yeah.
when you're like somewhere else and they happen to be there, and like so I got caught
Oh.
smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
By some
And I was
Mormon girl.
yeah, and
Oh.
someone told on me. I was like,
yeah.
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 That
that's
shit'll
fucked.
happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
we
part of
were-
it.
When we were young, we
You gotta be on your high alert.
And
If
this
you're-
shit
Yeah.
spreads like wildfire too.
oh
Like
yeah,
I remember I was at a Boy Scout camp and me and my two friends were smoking weed in our tent and we got caught. And then
You got caught at
we
Boy
got
Scout
caught.
camp?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
How old were you?
That was that.
Like 14?
I
Mormon
was 14
funded
or
boy.
15. Yeah.
Mormon funded, right? Okay, hell yeah.
And so
In the tent, just hot
in the
boxing?
tent.
Oh,
Dude, it was bad. Like he went and knocked on our tent.
knocked.
Yeah, he like
Knocked.
you know, and fucking like
Slapped.
as soon as we
Slapped.
opened it up, I was like, oh no, and it's just it's like oh fuck, and so we get back
I
home.
just ran.
By the next day, everyone in the whole camp knows.
you're in the
Like,
middle of the mountain.
They already know who
Running.
you are.
yeah, but by the end of the
Like a
I'm not deal with
Monkey.
it. Not deal with it.
by the end of the day, everybody in camp knew about it, and then within a week of us getting back, like everyone in the whole church knew.
Oh,
No.
You became infamous for a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
The dick pic, did you hear about
I
the
did
dick
hear
pic
the
podcast?
dick pic.
Yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
Everybody
Infamous
saw that
Alex, dude. Infamous Alex.
Freaking, yeah, that's hilarious.
What were you gonna say? Do you remember?
Yeah, so when we were younger, our parents were gone, and we decided it's fun to get on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, when you're young, dude.
Yeah, we're like, dang, our house is super tall, you know, we'll get on top of the roof, all of us, and then we'll
You're
just chill
invincible.
there, you
Yeah,
know,
it's
and
just dope.
have a nice view. And then, boom, we get down, you know, we think everything's cool.
Everything went good.
We were fine,
Smooth.
you know, and then our parents go home, they're like, why are we on the roof? Like, what? How did you know? You were gone forever. We were down. We didn't leave nothing. The ladder's
It was a
away.
smooth process, dude.
And they're like, I don't know, just one of our neighbors called us and said, all your kids are on the roof.
Oh.
You got screwed, you got it. When I was around my house, I always had to tiptoe everywhere.
Yeah,
and
and
wear
it's like, who is it
camouflage.
exactly?
Yeah.
You're like, is it like the Thompsons? Like,
I think that one time it was the Fresnels.
See, part of me always thinks that it was just Bridgie telling on us, and our mom just saying, no,
I
it
got
was the
caught
neighbors.
way too
But
many
who knows?
times by the neighbors.
Really?
Yeah, I would sneak home and go to the trailer and hotbox the trailer. And then she'd be like, well, why were you not home? Like, someone saw you walking back to our house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I would always have to, like, go to the school side and, like, run to my house so no one see me jump fence, just scatter right into the trailer. So nobody else saw me walking
That's what made it fun,
the way
though,
down,
didn't it?
all the way down.
Isn't that what made it fun?
Oh,
The whole thing was
That it
fun,
was-
skipping school and
That it
hotboxing
was
the
like,
trailer.
yeah, it was like,
Maybe it was a little bit more fun.
it's like
sneaking
stealth
around.
Like a game.
skills. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Splinter Cell, sneaking around and shit.
Oh my god.
Like stealing stuff gave me that
Ooh,
thrill.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can we talk about stealing for a minute?
We can do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Talk about shoplifting for a
How
minute.
horrible bastards we are. For a
Yeah,
little
Jayden
bit.
and me were, I would say, I guess, a little bit addicted to shoplifting.
Kleptomaniacs.
Definitely
It was
addicted to
it was
the
a rush.
rush of stealing it and then getting the money almost instantly, figuring
Yeah,
out new
KSL,
ways.
selling it.
Being we're thinking we're smarter, like because we're
Yeah.
coming up with new things.
Yeah,
And then once you come up with something new and it works, you're like, wow.
Boosts your
like,
ego,
we're way
obviously.
cool. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna do some new stuff. Let's
like
come
a
up with some
heist.
more ideas.
yeah. It started
heist.
getting more heisty.
We got
yeah.
crazy with it. Like we went to Walmart and we checked out these computers and they were wrapped on the wall.
They had the
They had
those
this
metal wires
around
it.
the wall. That was
Yeah.
through the spider wire.
Yeah, so you couldn't.
So
you
the
couldn't
computer
get it
was
out.
sitting. You can't even take it out of the fucking
Yeah.
thing. So we're like, all right, we're like looking around, like seeing
$800, I think.
Yeah,
It was
$800
about
computer.
$800.
We're seeing how it was connected to the wall, the wire. We're
Yeah.
like, okay, well, we're gonna go, and then there's a spider wire there, so we're like, all right, let's go get tools because there's fucking Walmart, you know. They
Yeah,
got
we were
every
at
tool
Walmart,
known.
They had tools there.
Yeah.
So like, all right, we're gonna go get some wrenches,
An adjustable wrench. That's all we needed.
adjustable wrenches, and then we got some scissors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we got a shopping cart, carry the load, and we just fucking started. He started unwrenching all.
Yeah, I
this
looked
stuff.
at it and I just said, if you undo that bolt, this thing's gonna pull through. So I just
Undo
reached
that
in there
one
with the
thing.
wrench that I got from Walmart, undid that bolt, pulled the wire through. Jayden had a shopping cart. Jayden was the more ballsy one. I was the more coming up with the idea guy.
Yeah.
And so Jayden got the shopping cart. I was like, all right, we got it on top of the cart. I was like, all right, I'm headed out. I'll be in the car ready to go because you need a guy in the car
Meanwhile,
first.
this
of all,
is
so.
2:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
There's
always
Not
early
a
as
lot of
fucking morning.
people at there.
Sketchy.
And everybody there just like kind of sleepy and like they don't give a fuck. Like they're not looking
Yeah.
around for people like jacking
Yeah.
shit. And then we
So
ended
how
up-
did you get out?
we got the wire through the thing, whatever. We put the computer in the shopping cart and I started walking it out, And I had past employees that looked looking right at me.
Yeah.
Like,
And it still has the
think
spider
I'm gonna-
on
they
it,
still
right?
think the
Still
spider
has
thing's
the
still on it.
alarm,
They're like,
the
oh,
alarm
he's just
wiper.
going to buy that. Like,
Yeah.
they had no fucking clue.
You just
Walked
throw
all the way
that
down
in.
there, and then I see right next to the front door, there's this girl stalking shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, that's sketchy. So I parked it where the pharmacy is because it's closed, and we parked it so that nobody could see the computer at the end of the shelf in the pharmacy area, so
Yeah.
no workers could see what was going on. So I walked out, and then that girl's still there, stalking shit. And, I call Corbin. I'm like, you need to come in. Tell her you need to go find something and you need to take her somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
So I'm
bringing
like, okay,
in another
cool.
nigga
So
to
He called
to distract the guard.
Yeah, we have multiple people working this whole scenario.
Yeah.
And I call him and he comes in and he calls me back. He's like, hey, she's gone. I'm like, perfect. I grab the shopping cart, walk right out of the little aisle I was in and right to the outdoor area, right there. I could see the two doors and she was still in the same fucking spot. I was like, well, I'm already
Time to go for
yeah,
it.
I had to
Time
just
to go
start
for it.
going.
Yeah.
And then when I was about parallel to her, she turned around and she looked at me and she's like, hey, are you gonna pay for that? And I was gone.
The alarm go off?
Yeah,
Okay.
as soon as I went through the things, the alarm was going off on the spider wire.
So you ran straight through the doors, no problem.
Straight through the doors, no problem. I turned right and It's a Walmart that has like a steep hill. Like as soon as you go out of it, like you turn right, and then there's a steep hill that goes into a neighborhood. And I literally pedaled that shit like a scooter and hopped on it and rode that bitch all the way through, like down to the storm drain, over the road, down the other storm drain, into the neighborhood, and then I took my first right into the, like, went across the neighborhood and then into the right where there's this little circle. Yeah. And I immediately pulled my scissors out, cut off the spider, threw it, and it turned off. It was done after I cut it. And I picked up the computer out of the shopping cart, left the shopping cart there, ran into someone's backyard, and actually hit him between their trash cans and sat there. And as soon as I sat there, it's like I had it.
Yeah, you were so safe.
I was like, dude, where the fuck are they gonna find me? Like, I'm literally in someone's backyard.
There was no one chasing you at all.
Trash. I called Jerry. He's like, I was like, boom, I got it.
I was like, I thought it was gonna be bad news because
like, holy
the previous time we lost that Xbox.
We did.
Yeah, but we got that computer. We listed it that night on KSL for like $500, like $300.
Someone called us within 1 minute, easily.
Sold it like
boom, met with us, boom. There was like 6-7 cops at the school we were selling it to. We're like, this is kind of sketchy.
It was so sketchy, dude, but like we just felt invincible.
We felt invincible.
Yeah.
We felt
so after that happened, when they like chased you and shit, or when you booked it.
No, they didn't really chase.
Well, when you booked it,
were
you like?
I didn't look.
Were you like done stealing after that, or like?
No, not that moment. That was putting me up higher. Yeah. I was like, damn, we need to start stealing more shit. Like, this could be a second job for me. Like that's what I was thinking. I could pay rent with this shit. Like I'm never gonna get caught because every time people would walk up to me and they'd be like, "Oh, you got shit." I would just run.
Yeah.
And no one would ever catch me.
The running always worked. Until real cops get involved.
Yeah. I probably ran
once
like
there's real cops, then it's like
try to stop you. You just run. They can't really do anything. Like,
well, a store employee is not gonna be able to outrun Jayden, even me probably.
In retail, they teach you to leave them alone.
Yeah.
Just let them go.
Besides the one time we did get caught, which changed everything. I haven't stolen since then.
Yeah.
We fucking went into Sam's Club. And we were doing just, routine, still a whole bunch of cameras that were worth $400 or $500 each. Yeah. And we'd steal like 4 or 5 and make like 2. They would be like retail value like $2,000. We'd probably make like almost $1,000 or so. Selling real quick on KSL or something. $200 each. Yeah, we're just walking in. We're like, something was wrong with the cameras. Like they had the plastic on them, and there wasn't the cameras in there. Yeah, it was like got rid of the display. It was like take this to the counter, and then you buy it there, and they'll give you the camera. Yeah. We're like, what the fuck? It's weird.
Which there is that. It's that way with a lot of things. With the Xboxes, so you got to find the right things that are still on display
in there.
And those cameras were perfect because they were like $400 a piece.
Yeah.
So
that was an easy pick.
we stole a lot of those.
Yeah, we probably stole like 20 cameras at least. Sold them for like $300 or $400.
And that's how they got around.
Yeah,
that's obviously how they got
around. Dude, I don't know. The craziest stealing story I fucking have is I just stole mainly for the rush of it, and just because I wanted cool shit. Me and my cousin we're really into reptiles. I've been a reptile enthusiast my whole fucking life, dude. And we just steal hella like rats and like all kinds of crazy shit. But one day we went to this pet store, and they had a nocturnal room where all the craziest geckos and the craziest shit were. And they had this snake, this green tree python that's like a $700 snake. And we go in there, and it's dark as fuck with curtains and like just like the secluded room. All the cages are unlocked, and we're like, oh my god, we're looking at everything and we're planning out like what we're gonna steal. And
live animals.
Yeah, just live animals.
It's so crazy.
And yeah, it's crazy. Then the next couple days, we got it all planned out. Then we go in with a few like I had my messenger bag and like flight jacket and like just poofy stuff, so I could steal shit. And Dustin had all his stuff so he could steal shit, and some like Tupperwares with holes in them so we could put some geckos in the bitches. And we were planning on stealing this snake, but then we didn't, and then we get some. Dustin got one crested gecko. And
how much were they worth? Give me a dollar value.
Alright, well that one was worth like $60 or something, and then I stole a baby crested gecko, and then I was gonna steal a different gecko called a gargoyle gecko. And we were just doing this just to have dope animals. Just to have dope animals. And we took care of them, like, it was just to have dope animals. And then I saw this leaf tail gecko. It was like a $200 gecko. Fancy as fuck, dope gecko. dope as fuck. Their tail looks like a leaf.
Oh.
And it was a mossy leaf-tailed gecko, so their skin looks like moss. So if they're sitting on a tree, they look like straight moss.
With a leaf.
And you cannot see it. They just look like it's wood on the tree, you know. And it's
Maybe
crazy.
I'll do a picture of one of those as the podcast.
Yeah, we should. And then, yeah, I saw this nigga. He was just because this kind of gecko has like suction cup toes, you know, the little grooves in their fingers, and he was just sticking on the door of the cage on the glass. So I was like, this is too easy, and I fucking opened it and grabbed and put it in the thing, and then we left, and well, actually, before we went into the nocturnal room, we're hella reptile guys, you know, so we were asking the guy, because there was a false water cobra, and we were like, what's up with this false water cobra? And I guess it's like a rear-fanged snake it's venomous, but you can still have it. It's not actual cobra. But we were asking about it, and as we were asking about it, the camera's got a picture of us, like, as we're at the camera. So we get away, have the geckos. As I'm walking out, I'm drinking a water bottle, like, pretending to drink it. It has a gecko in it. And my cousin was telling me that you could just see the gecko sticking on the side of the water bottle.
In the picture? Like,
just like as we were walking out, it was just like, there's a shadow of the gecko on there. And
so you got away with it.
Yeah, we got away with it. But then, like, a month later, I guess they had been looking for us. They've been posting pictures of our face around town. And a month later, somebody came to my aunt's work where my cousin was working at the time, and they were like, "Hey, is this your son?" Blah blah blah, and then they found us. They fucking found us.
Found you.
I don't know. Somebody saw the papers and snitched.
See, that's why you don't steal from small shops.
Well, and I feel bad. I feel bad about it. It was a dick move, but we were kids.
Yeah.
And
so did you get to keep them all?
Yeah, we kept them. We kept them.
Did you just get fined or something?
Yeah, well, then the fucked up thing is they only charged Dustin. They only fined him because he had precinct fines. But no, well, we ended up just doing it all together. But fucking
yeah,
it was.
That's pretty. So did you pay less in fines than you would have paid for the geckos?
Yep.
Wow.
Nice.
That's unbelievable.
So
interesting.
So, my little story is fucking in my stories with Dustin too. But so me and my friends used to always go over to this one homie's house, and he lived kind of by the Smiths, and so we would always go over there, and we would always like walk to Smiths sometimes, you know, and then we would always just like steal shit, just like drinks or like, you know, just little things.
Yeah.
And so one day me and Dustin wake up really early, and we go over to the homie's house, and he has a glass blunt, and it's like an extendable, like you pull it out, and then you fill it with the weed, so it's like kind of like a blunt like that.
Yeah, and then it's kind of like a syringe, and you
it's like a syringe,
as you smoke it.
Yeah, and so, and it can hold like a quarter, you know, and so this morning, me and Dustin go over there, and we fit like 5 grams in there, and we smoke it and everything, and we're just like extra lit, and I was talking to this girl at the time, and I was like, yeah, like, me and Dustin are gonna come over, and they're like, alright. So me and Dustin were like, well, Dustin was like, I need a lighter, and I was like, well, I want to drink, you know. And so we went to Smith's real quick on the way to this girl's house, and we get there, and we split up, and Dustin goes and gets like a lighter, and I go and get one of those Frappuccino things, you know. The Starbucks little things, the coffee things.
Yeah.
And there's 2 sizes. There's the normal size and then there's the big one. And so I got the big one, and I'm wearing these like tight black jeans and everything, and I just stuff it in my crotch. And it's this big one. And so then I meet like back up with.
Well? Or was it
Well, decent. And so,
I just got a big old dick.
yeah, and so fucking
people don't pay attention very much.
Yeah, and so
when it comes down to it,
I meet up with Dustin, and Dustin's like, all right, let's go. And Dustin, he opened up the lighter out of a package it was in, and put the packaging on just a shelf, and then put the lighter in his front pocket. And so we go to walk out, and we like start walking out and everything, And then there's a guy in front of us, and he like turns around, like when we're about to get out, and he's like, and he has a badge and everything. And he's like, "Yo," and so like we turn around, both of us, and then there's a dude behind us too with the badge, and he's like, "No," and so like they take us into the room and everything. They're like, "You been stealing?" And we're like, "No," and fucking they search us, and they didn't find my fucking Frappuccino.
They did.
Wow.
Well,
it was a big one, and they,
wow,
I swear they touched it, but I swear like he probably was like, "Oh." You know, and so yeah, and so fucking they didn't find that, and then like they're like searching Dustin, they pulled out the lighter, and then they're like, "Oh, look at the wrapper that we found," and I was like, "Fucking Dustin, dude."
That's pretty small, at least. At least that's like pretty minor.
And so we both got charges because I was his accomplice. Because I was with him, and Dustin was even like, dude, like he wasn't even with me like when I stole it, you know, like go through the, and then they're like, no, we gotta charge you both, and so
they do that.
And my charge, it's not like they have an accomplice charge or anything.
Same.
It's the exact same thing.
Oh wow.
And so then I got in a bunch of trouble, couldn't go see that girl, and yeah.
That's the worst part
Yeah.
of it all.
Worst part,
Didn't
yeah.
get the girl.
I didn't get to go to the girl.
That's
That's
the
the
worst way to end the
worst
story,
part.
dude. Where's
Dude,
the story?
A similar fucking story. I fucking left the package on the shelf, but one time, a long time ago, I think I was probably like, I was probably just barely 18, and
Not too long ago.
I was driving my mom's car around, and it feels like a long time ago.
Well, you're 21 now, right?
Almost.
Oh,
But
so about two and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
and I was driving my mom's car around, and I get a call from my ex, and she's like, I might be pregnant. I don't know for sure. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck. I was just like frustrated. I fucking hang up. I go to the store. I don't have any money. I go steal pregnancy test. And they fucking, I did that same thing. I left the package on the shelf, and fucking, I'm walking out, and the security guard grabs me, just fucking grabs me, like, and he's like, where do you think you're going? And I'm just like, fuck it. I was just like, fuck it at this point, just because I was like, I don't really care.
Yeah,
like,
and they
fucking,
grabbed you,
I was already
you're not
like
gonna
freaking
run.
out because I was like, I may have a girl that might possibly be pregnant, and I was like, oh my god, like fuck this, and then they were talking to me, and I was like handcuffed and shit, and the security guard was just being a dick, you know. He was just being a piece of shit. And he's like, well, looks like I made your night better, and I was like, yeah, like really.
Just like go along.
I was like, yeah, you definitely did, like, obviously, fuck.
Obviously.
And
So what they give you?
well, and then the cop comes, and he's a little bit cooler. He's just like, fuck, man, like, fuck, you know.
Did you
like,
explain your story? Like, my girl might be pregnant, that's why I'm stealing
well, it's
this?
obvious, you know.
Yeah.
It's obvious. I'm stealing a pregnancy test.
He's not using it.
I'm stealing a pregnancy test.
Maybe you sell it, dude. You're gonna
And
sell
then
You just get off by
and it was
peeing
just, I
on
was just like, I can't believe this is seriously happening, and I just got caught stealing a fucking pregnancy test. And yeah, I fucking yeah.
What they give you? Any tickets or anything?
Yeah, I got charged with theft and fucking stupid shit.
Retail theft.
Yeah, and
Retail
theft.
banned from that Harmon's.
Class something
And,
B misdemeanor, right? Class. Is it a misdemeanor?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's misdemeanor.
Probably the lowest misdemeanor that there is.
Yeah, but then
Maybe
it
that's
turned
what- that's
out
probably what that's
I don't have a baby right now, so that's dope.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Worth it. It's funny that you brought up stealing because I actually stole something today.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, the closet for stealing.
Maniac here.
You want this is allegedly.
Yeah.
Watch out for that.
Allegedly.
What happened?
Well, it wasn't anything big.
Sure.
So I was at Walmart getting a tire because I needed one.
You stole a tire?
No!
I was gonna say,
I was
That
waiting.
Smooth.
Yeah, I just went back there. Get it in my bag.
That shit in your
Alright.
Yeah.
Hide it in your pants.
It's got a front bump.
Oh, this is nothing. I'm just pregnant.
You're pregnant,
So, I am waiting to get my tire, and it takes an hour for them to put a tire on the rim for some reason.
Mm.
So I'm sitting around Walmart, and I have nothing to do, so I go get McDonald's. That takes, I don't know, 10 minutes.
I always do that too.
Yeah, right? You always have to get the fries.
Yeah. Looks so good. The smell, it's right there.
As soon as you walk in.
Yeah, there's no chance, there's no resisting it.
There's nothing like there's nothing America more than McDonald's and Walmart. Nothing that's
anyway,
America
where did
more.
you,
So, I went outside to have a cigarette, and I noticed that they have seed packets sitting outside.
flower seed
Yeah!
packets. Oh.
And they were starting a garden, me, Alex, and Mike. So I was
stolen
like,
seeds.
well, they're sitting there to be stolen. They're outside. They're making it easy.
Free handouts.
They make it easy. That's what
How cheap
happened.
were they? Like,
They're like
50 cents
$1.
bag?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you gotta see if you still got that little bit of edge,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while, you gotta be like, alright, I'm gonna
But-
take a lighter.
Especially something harmless like that,
Especially
dude.
Just
when
to
it's
see if
something
I
you
still
know
got
you'll
it.
get away with.
Yeah,
Oh,
Like it's
smart.
Yeah.
It's like
Gotta
you're
be smart. You
Okay,
gotta
so I
tactfully play it
never
out.
like steal anymore, but last time I stole was a couple weeks ago. I was grocery shopping with my friend, and I had like $30 or something, and so I'm like scanning all my groceries. I'm in self-checkout and everything, and like he has groceries in the cart too, and so like there's like I'm going first, so like I get to bag them and put them back and everything, and there's still groceries in there because he's gonna go
his
next.
shit in your
And
bags.
so I fucking I get all my shit, and then I was like, fuck, I'm at $30, and then I was like, I wanted this $5 can of chicken, and so I was like, fuck. And I was like, I hella wanted that. And so I like look at the lady, and the lady's like kind of just off doing her own thing. So I just like hurry and put it into the shopping cart, and then pay for everything, and then I like put like my milk and groceries on top of it, so that it hides it. And I was like, oh, motherfuckers.
Dude, fucking me and Dustin, again, fucking Dustin, thief, just kidding, but, no, my cousin Dustin's a nigga, but, we were doing that same thing. We went to this one grocery store, and, he was getting groceries, and he would always just like scan half of the shit and like bag half of the shit.
Oh,
and
and self-checkout.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then it just didn't work this time, and they were like, fuck that, and like they tried, like the security lady, like they got Dustin, and like they tried like ask me. I was like, whoa, I'm like I ain't part of this shit. Like, and I walked my ass home.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, fuck that.
Dude, I have me and Jessa. I'll get her in on this. I don't feel bad for saying her name. We both stole some dog food one time, just because when it gets checked out, it's on the bottom of your cart.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
So you push it through, and they don't say anything.
And if they do, you'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah. You're
yeah.
totally not guilty for anything. It's completely out of your hands. Yeah.
It's all up in there.
I need
Yeah,
to show
but
this
you
next
see
time.
it happening. Her and me both saw it happening, but we didn't say anything to each other.
What, you like look at each
We
other?
both let it happen. This was probably
You guys both knew.
3-4 months ago. This is quite a while ago. Yeah, we both knew, and we were both taking advantage of it. We both got into the car. I was like, that was not an accident. We both thought of that. Like,
There are those times where you can just look at a person and they just know. They're just like, all right.
Yeah,
So we're doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to my Sam's Club story. When we were stealing these cameras. One time we got actually caught, changed everything. So we walked in, just routine, checked the cameras, they weren't there, so we're like, well, we gotta get something. This is a waste of a trip. So we still have a backpack, to put our
ease the
stuff
process.
in. Yeah, ease the process. So we didn't have to walk it in our hands because we didn't come prepared,
Yeah.
We were gonna
Like,
steal a
fuck it, we're
backpack
at Walmart.
anyways. Yeah,
Sam's
no,
Club.
Sam's Club.
Sounds
yeah.
fun, baby.
Yeah, so we're trying to fit this printer that's like $400 or
It's
something.
like this little mini compact, ultra high tech printer
Yeah,
thing.
it was like a shit ton of money, but
Yeah.
it would not fit in the freaking backpack to save our lives. Like me and Tyler are sitting there putting our knees on it, like trying to get this
Oh.
zipped
middle
up.
of Sam's Club.
And they're like
dude.
getting food. We have like 6 people there.
Yeah, I feel like I lost interest, and I had
they're
this
like, well, there's
soda.
no cameras.
I was like, I'm gonna go refill my soda.
Yeah.
That's where I started.
And like a
doing.
couple people went over there, and me and Tyler, like, no, we're gonna get this printer. This will be ours. Me and him will split this.
Yeah.
And we're back there trying to zip shit up, and Corbin's calling his mom out in the parking lot,
pissed
off,
fucking yelling at his mom, dude. I don't know how he ever got away with that shit.
And then all of a sudden, he calls us. he's like, hey, cops are at Sam's Club. I was like, oh shit, we probably should just put this back and walk out.
And just get out, yeah.
Because this is a sketchy situation.
And it didn't sound too
like, all right, we'll just put the backpack down, whatever. We start walking out. It was just me and Tyler at that point. And then we walked out of the aisle, and literally every single person in the store was looking at us. Like, there was so many employees all looking at us, and I was just like, damn.
But they're like customers looking at you too?
Yeah, like they had everything set up, like...
Because we were in the store for too long.
Yeah, we were in the store for too long, and I guaranteed, like, because they already had them sat down, so, like, customers started knowing what was going on, and then, like, there was employees trying to find us because they knew we were still in store. And so we walked out of the aisle, and we see these two people, they're probably, like, the main managers, and they're like, there they are. And, like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, fuck. And boom, Tyler takes off. I'm like, nigga, we're in, like, the middle of the store. Like, I've ran from the middle store before and got away. That was with the Xbox.
But not when there's, like,
But not when there's, like, a shit. Like, so Tyler takes off. I'm just like, damn, I just keep walking, like, they got us. And fucking he's taking off. And they literally have a wall of employees.
So he's just gonna try and break through?
10 employees in front of the exit. And he's about to run through this motherfucker, okay?
He's charging the wall.
He picks a dude, okay? Because he can't just fucking ram a
girl.
And this dude just fucking takes Tyler, boom, right there, stops him in his fucking tracks and fucking sits right, like lays right down on him. And at that time, the cop was literally running over to catch him, female bitch cop. And trying to get him at the same time as he was squirming around fucking...
He was still trying to get out, dude.
He was still trying to get out.
After he was on the ground, he did not give up.
And then he heard
I had
the cop...
a perfect view of this whole thing, by the way. Just
You're just drinking your soda like,
damn. He ran pretty far. He's still kind of in the middle of the store. But yeah, the bitch cop was on his back trying to get his hands. He's like flailing him and shit. He gets one of his hands in handcuffs and he's like flailing him.
Hell, like elbows him or something.
Elbows him in the face, like in the back of the head.
Did something that like made
shit's against the ground,
made him stop.
And fucking, he gets both of his hands and he's just fucking. You can just tell he's pissed.
Like,
This is Tyler's birthday.
I see him, dude.
What age?
16.
16.
Perfect birthday. And then
Sweet
fucking,
16.
And when Corbin came in,
we all get sitting down on the bench and Tyler's handcuffed and we're like,
he's
what
pissed
the fuck's
off.
Corbin, like fucking. He's fucking outside.
Because Corbin never came in the store.
No,
and he wasn't our watch guy.
He wasn't our watch guy.
He just didn't
talking to his mom.
Yeah, he just didn't come into the store because...
They're almost gone. We wanted to see if you guys wanted some.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hell yeah. They just got the donuts.
Whoops. Quick podcast pause break for some of these donuts. These are not filled with mayonnaise, are they?
No.
No, they're not. We did.
She's got it in her mouth already.
Are they good?
They're good.
She's sketched out.
No,
These are the leftovers. We already got them in there.
We got them in there.
We got them hard
We got them in there. They were like, huh? He was like, this tastes so weird. We were like,
It's
we got you.
toothpaste.
So then the prank was over and we were like, okay, cool.
So we fucking wanted
So
to
it
see.
did work.
Yeah, it did work. It did work. So you guys are good. You guys are solid.
I was like, fuck.
You guys are solid.
Thank you.
You guys are solid. We just wanted to get that.
Sorry.
Okay, hell yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Luke out.
The niggas Tez in Dallas hooking up with donuts.
Is that toothpaste in this bitch?
I don't know.
tastes like toothpaste.
You motherfucker!
Yours has mayonnaise. I can see it. You got mayonnaise right there.
No, we have not taken a bite yet.
Put it in your mouth.
I was wondering why it was so minty.
I swallowed
You
it.
got the toothpaste one. She's like, I wonder why it was so minty.
That's a good one.
Good acting.
Out there?
God damn it.
The friend that was sitting out here, we were like, oh, we had to eat it. We had to go get one. Has got one?
No,
And he was like,
I'm
no. It tastes so bad. That's the worst donut of my life.
God damn it.
You guys
Sorry,
just
podcast. I'm sorry, podcast.
You guys just totally fucked up my fluoride-free diet.
Oh, you got the toothpaste one.
I did too. I thought it was like a minty like
Yeah, I was like, I
donut.
never heard of a
Fuck.
minty
Me too. I thought it was minty too.
I didn't eat it. I was staring at it. I was like, this is
Alright,
fucked.
close the door.
That's gross.
It was fucked up.
That's gross.
That is fucking gross.
Oh, it's gross. Now they know it's toothpaste.
They
it's
totally
just
destroyed my
gross.
fluoride-free diet, dude. I've been using fluoride-free toothpaste.
So they made donuts with toothpaste inside of them.
Oh, they injected it in there,
Yeah,
dude.
they ripped off the cap. That's why mine fucking
Motherfuckers.
tore apart instantly.
I ate the whole thing.
She just put the whole thing in her mouth.
Yeah.
What was in there?
I ate
Toothpaste?
half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew, that's fucked up.
I ate half of it. Yeah.
They think they're so fucking funny.
Yeah, Mike.
We'll get them. We'll get them back.
Everyone's here, dude.
I'm about to
Alright, should we take a quick break?
Oh shit! What up?
Hey.
Let's call it.
Alright, let's take a quick break.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niggas
You guys
are
have
here.
a.
Oh my
have a
god,
nice
my
week.
mouth is
Yeah,
just
that's it.
minty.
Those
It's a good
niggas-
one though. That's a good one. Yeah, let's
ruined
call it here.
Yeah, let's
call
go.
it here.
Yeah.
We got
That was
Michelle.
good.
Some of
This is Cam, by the way.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hell yeah, get it on the podcast.
What up?
Shout out to my wrist.
Call it there.
Niggas. Peace.
See you next week.